माँ की सेवा में गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता
संस्कृति का वैभव जग में सबसे न्यारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
भारतीय संस्कृति का वैभव जग में सबसे न्यारा। ज्ञान और विज्ञान यहीं से सबने पाया सारा, सबने पाया सारा। कुछ भूलों से हारा, फिर से जीते देश हमारा। गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
शील सेवा व्रतधारी युवा जगे पुरुषार्थी।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
त्यागशील सेवा व्रतधारी युवा जगे पुरुषार्थी। वैज्ञानिकता विनय सभ्यता स्वभाव हो निस्वार्थी, स्वभाव हो निस्वार्थी। देशभक्ति में तेजस्वी हो फिर समाज यह सारा। गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
शिवाजी बुद्ध गगन के तारे।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
महावीर गोविंद शिवाजी बुद्ध गगन के तारे। परंपरा की पुण्य चेतना उर में हम सब धारे, उर में हम सब धारे। बाल हृदय में उसे जगाकर जगे देश यह सारा। गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
समर्थ बनाओ।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
त्यागो सारी दुर्बलता को राष्ट्र समर्थ बनाओ। बंधु भाव समता ममता से सबको गले लगाओ, सबको गले लगाओ। चलो विवेकानंद मार्ग पर शुभ संदेश हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा। ईश्वर भक्ति भाव से बहती संस्कारों की धारा, भारत माँ की सेवा में गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता।
अधरं मधुरं वदनं मधुरं नयनं मधुरं हसितं मधुरं हृदयं मधुरं गमनं मधुरम्।
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं, मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्।
वचनं मधुरं चरितं मधुरं वसनं मधुरं वलितं मधुरं चलितं मधुरं भ्रमितं मधुरम्।
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं, मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्।
वेणुर्मधुरो रेणुर्मधुराः पाणिर्मधुराः पादौ मधुरौ नृत्यं मधुरं सख्यं मधुरम्।
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं, मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्।
गीतं मधुरं पीतं मधुरं भुक्तं मधुरं सुप्तं मधुरं रूपं मधुरं तिलकं मधुरम्।
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं, मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्।
तरणं मधुरं तरणं मधुरं हरणं मधुरं स्मरणं मधुरं वमितं मधुरं शमितं मधुरम्।
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं, मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्।
कुञ्जा मधुरा माला मधुरा यमुना मधुरा वीथी मधुरा सलिलं मधुरं कमलं मधुरम्।
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं, मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्।
मधुरं मुक्तं मधुरं दृष्टं मधुरं शिष्टं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
गोपा मधुरा गावो मधुरा यष्टिर्मधुरा सृष्टिर्मधुरा दलितं मधुरं फलितं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं
सद्गुणों की साधना में ध्येय ज्योति नित जले
निज मनु मुकुरु सुधारी बरनउ रघुबर विमल जसु जोदायक फलचारी बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेस विकार। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीसति लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन बरन विराज सुबेसा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे कांधे मूज जनेऊ साजे शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुबीर हरषि उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरतई सम भाई सहस बदन तुम रोजस गावे अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा जम कुबेर दिक्पाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सकै कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीवहि कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीन्हा तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना जुग सहस्र जो जन पर भानु लील्योताहि मधुर फल जानू प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाही दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हरे तेते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होतन आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना आपन तेज संहारो आपे तीनों लोक हांकते कांपे भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जब नाम सुनावे नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे चारों जुग पर ताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे अष्ट सिद्धि नौ निधि के दाता असवर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे अंत काल रघुबर पुर जाई जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई और देवता चित्तन धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा की जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा पवन तनय संकट हरन मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुर भूप सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय।
Jai Shri Krishna. In Zoom meeting, if you want to turn off the notification of Zoom chats, then click on the chats and then click on these three dots, turn off notifications, click on that, click on the mute option, and now chats notification will not disturb you. Jai Shri Krishna.
सच्चिदानन्दम् वासुदेवम् व्रजप्रियम् धर्मसंस्थापकम् वीरम् कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्।
Jai Shri Krishna to all our Geeta sadhaks on this pleasant evening. This is JVSM Lakshmi welcoming you all to today's session. Before we begin today's session, let us take a moment to pay our heartfelt respects to the revered founder of Geeta Pariwar, Param Pujya Swami Shri Govind Dev Giriji Maharaj, whose divine wisdom and guidance continue to inspire us all. As the day gently comes to a close, this evening offers us a beautiful opportunity to pause, reflect, and reconnect with our inner self through the wisdom of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. It is a time to move from the Bahya Jagat to Antarik Shanti. So let us set aside the busyness of the day and immerse ourselves with full attention and devotion, making this session a meaningful step in our spiritual journey. As you all know, we are here today to listen and understand the beautiful and sacred aspect of our spiritual practice, Nyasa. Nyasa is a subtle yet powerful process of installing divine consciousness within ourselves through mantra and awareness. It gently reminds us that this body is not merely physical, but a sacred instrument for sadhana. So through this session, we'll now understand how Nyasa prepares us internally, bringing focus, purity, and a deeper connection with the divine, making our chanting and contemplation more meaningful. So before we begin, a quick note on Zoom guidelines. If you face any technical issues like no sound, unclear screen, or voice breaking, please check your volume, use headphones if needed, and ensure a stable internet connection, preferably Wi-Fi. If the screen is not visible, click on Start Video, and if it appears blurry, try switching your network. In case Zoom disconnects or closes, you can rejoin using the same link or continue through the YouTube link. For frequent chat notifications, you may mute them using the bell icon. So we sincerely hope these points will help you stay connected smoothly without any problem. Now, a few important announcements for today. Firstly, we kindly request all participants to please share the link of this Zoom session to as many friends, family members, and interested individuals as possible. Let's spread the message and ensure more people can benefit from the wisdom of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. Your support in reaching out to others is deeply appreciated. Secondly, a gentle reminder that the level 3 grammar class will be held on Sunday, that is tomorrow. Kindly make a note and attend without fail. So before we dive into the depths of these profound and intricate concepts of Nyasa, let us first offer our humble prayers at the lotus feet of Lord Shri Krishna, the eternal teacher, the divine charioteer, and the Jagat Guru. So let's begin today's session with the prayer. Vasudeva Sutan Devam Kamsa Chanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishna Vande Jagat Gurum Krishna Vande Jagat Gurum. Jai Shri Krishna to everybody once again. So now after the prayer, we'll move on to the next auspicious Deepa Prajwalan, for which I invite Kola Venkat Lakshmi ji from Relangi, West Godavari, Andhra Pradesh. She joined Geeta Pariwar in September 2024 and has completed Geeta Pathik, actively contributing as a CT for level 1 and level 2 batches. A Gruhini with deep devotion, she beautifully balances her responsibilities with seva. Let us welcome her for the Deep Prajwalan ceremony. Deep Prajwalan, please.
निषिद्धैरप्येभिर्लुलितमकरन्दो मधुकरैः करैरिन्दोरन्तश्छुरित इव सम्भिन्नमुकुलः विधत्तां सिद्धिन्नो नयनसुभगामस्य सदसः प्रकीर्णः पुष्पाणां हरिचरणयोरञ्जलिरयम् शरदिन्दुनिभां शुभ्रवस्त्रैरलङ्कृताम् कलहंसकृतावासाम् वरदां शारदां नुमः वरदां शारदां नुमः.
After that beautiful deep prajwalan and salutations at the lotus feet of Jagadguru Sri Krishna, come on, let us now begin this enlightening session on Nyasa with reverence and attention. Shraddhavan labhate shriyanam. Where there is Shraddha, there blossoms divine knowledge. And today we are about to welcome a sadhika who truly lives this truth. Shraddhaji Raodeo Didi, a devoted disciple of Param Pujya Swamiji Sri Govind Dev Giriji Maharaj. She is blessed to serve as the president of Geeta Pariwar, Bhagyanagar. Didi has been a committed sevak of Geeta Pariwar for many years, offering her services with dedication and humility. Her journey with Learngeeta since 2020 reflects unwavering dedication, from guiding inmates of jail classes to memorize 12 chapters to leading vital initiatives like the monitoring team and literature proofreading across 13 languages. As a Vivechak, a mentor and a nurturer of young minds through Bal Sanskar, she continues to spread the light of Gita Jnana with devotion and clarity among the children, the torch bearers who carry forward the eternal light of Sanatana Dharma. Yadyada charati shreshtas tattadevetaro janaha. So whatever a Shresht person does, others follow. Such is an inspiring journey of seva. With deep reverence, let us welcome Shraddha Raodeo Didi to this session. Didi, may I now
Excuse me,
request
Didi,
you
she
to
has
kindly
not
begin
joined.
the Vivechan session, please.
Excuse me, Didi, she has not joined.
Didi?
She has not joined.
Not joined? Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Now let us wait. Is there any...
Okay. You can share message of no, I'll take it.
Is there any message? So let us just wait for a minute for Shraddha Rao Didi to join the session.
दीदी 2 मिनट वेट कीजिए हाँ
Okay, Didi, we'll wait. We are just waiting for one more minute. We'll see. So tomorrow we have a grammar session of L3. L4 and L3 sadhaks can please join that and get a clear knowledge of how to pronounce grammatically correctly. So this is one announcement, and the earlier announcement was about sharing of this Vivechana session. Not only Vivechana session, a word about these Bhagavad Gita classes to all your friends, relatives, and any known person whom you come across, or interested people, even if you don't know them. If you find them anywhere at temples, this is the best place to spread a word about these classes at temples and other religious places. So kindly request all of you to do this, as we have new batches starting every month. This can be, if you are passing on the information, they can definitely join in the next coming session. So I request you all to pass on this message to all the to whomever it is possible, whoever you find is interested in learning Bhagavad Gita. So we're just waiting for Shraddha Didi to join. Okay. Before Didi joins, let us just look at the brief overview of what is Nyas and what we are going to learn today. As you must all have been learning Nyasa for the last 1 week. It literally, what Nyasa means literally is to place or to offer, to place ourselves, to place or what do you call mantras, recite mantras, invoke divinity in different parts of our body, and consciously place the divine energy, the mantra shakti in different parts of the body, to invoke the energy which we need for learning all this. Nyasa is a practice where mantras are recited, we touch different parts of our body, mentally invoke the divine blessings or divine presence of God within oneself. So with these few words, let us now wait for Shraddha Didi, who will be making you understand what actually Nyasa is. We are learning about Karanyasa and Anganyasa also in the classes.
Dhanyavad everybody. A very warm welcome to this session, all of you. Let us
Welcome,
all
Devi.
begin by praying to Param Pujya Gurudev and Shri Krishna himself, by whose blessings we all take this opportunity to go through the Nyas Adhyayan. Hari Om. Let us all pray together. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Haraye Paramatmane Pranatah Kleshanashaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Om Pathaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Dharayarina Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणी भगवतीमष्टादशाध्यायिनी अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी Om Shri Gurave Namah, Om Shri Krishnaya Namah. A very warm welcome to the session, all of you again. And we are in the middle, we are almost, firstly, before I begin, a wholehearted Abhinandan, congratulations to all of you for successfully completing this level 4 journey. It is a beautiful yatra, and where we say that this fourth level is getting completed, this is actually a new beginning. We say that your adhyan, the first part, the first step is over, where we are now acquainted with all the 18 chapters. But the real journey is beginning now, when we will be applying all that we have learned in our lives, and as per the sequence given to us by Param Pujya Gurudev, Geeta padhe padhaye जीवन में लाए. We are gradually moving a step ahead towards not only knowing Bhagavad Gita. There are different levels of knowing. When you ask small children, do you know Gita? Even if they don't know any shlok, they know I know Gita because my grandmother reads it, my mother reads it. That is also knowing. Then somebody who knows 2-3 chapters, 2-3 shlokas also, they will also say, I also know. That part, small, even one slok anybody knows, they will say, I know, yeah, I know this is from Bhagavad Gita, but the detail I don't know. There will be great people like Param Pujya Gurudev who are the source of inspiration for us to learn Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. They will be the ones who will say that is also a level of knowing. There are different levels of knowing, and there is no depth which can clearly tell you that this is the depth you know Bhagavad Gita entirely. It is not a shastra that has to be known, that can just be known. It is a shastra that has to be practically brought in our lives. It is something that we will understand only by practicing it. Bhagavad Gita cannot be just understood theoretically. It is not just a scripture like a novel we read and keep it aside and seek lessons. That much only we will get to understand that it is a yoga shastra. Yoga, when we talk about yoga, just saying this asana has this great benefit, this pranayam has this great benefit is not going to be enough, right? We have to actually do it and then experience what yoga is. Similarly, yoga shastra, it is a shastra that has to be experienced, that has to be inculcated in your life. And when we move ahead in trying to experience this in our life, we have to first understand its might. Only when we know the greatness of something, we are able to put our complete faith on it. For instance, just imagine that some Gurudev is coming to your house. Then the Ganeshotsav, when we are bringing the Ganpati idol in our houses, when we are bringing Ganeshji in our homes, we all are excited how we will decorate our houses, how we will decorate the Makhar, how we will ensure that best delicacies are offered to him as prasad. All this is done. Why? Because we know the mighty Ganpati Bappa is coming to our house. If some saint comes to our house, depending, so if it is just your friend who is coming, you say informally, we will say that okay, this is my friend, no, घर जैसा भी है तो उसके लिए ठीक है, we are okay to welcome him in a house which is little mess here and there, it's okay. But imagine some saint is coming in your house, we will do rangolis, we will decorate the house. So the greatness of something is directly proportional to the amount of energy we invest into it, isn't it? Similarly, if we understand the greatness of Bhagavad Gita, now we have acquainted with Bhagavad Gita, all 18 chapters, you know their names, you know number of shlokas, the basic stuff we know. We are acquainted with it. But the day we come to understand the might of Bhagavad Gita, how great it is, how important it is, then our feelings will become more profound and we will put in lot of efforts to inculcate it in our lives. So this is one step. What we are going to see today is the Nyas, then Prarthana, Gita Mahatmya, and the Kshama Yachana. These are the different sections of the session today. And amongst all of them, we will be, by the time we complete all these, we will understand how mighty Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā is. What is the right way to do the pronunciation? what is the right way, what are the different processes, what is the uh, formalities around reading the whole Parayan. All these things we will see today, and once we understand, once we go into the deep Gita Mahatmya, we understand the greatness, then we will be able to get it in our lives with more conviction, with more emotion, with more dedication, with more devotion. So let us begin on this path. Today what we will be seeing is the Nyas. The Nyas is basically a process that has to be done before you do a complete Parayan. In one sitting, if we are saying the 18 chapters together in one go, all 18 chapters read together, that process is known as Parayan. All 18 chapters read together. And before we read all these 18 chapters together, we naturally, when we are learning, reading Bhagavad Gita, we are physically pure. We are ensuring that we are Shuddha, we are taking a bath, sitting in a clean, tidy place. All these basic things we are doing. But we also have to do the intrinsic cleaning, all the body parts. Just external purification is not sufficient. What has to be done is intrinsic cleaning, and that is done by the means of what? By the means of mantras. So, with the help of different mantras, we are going to purify all the different organs which are deeply involved in the process of reading Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. And then we start reading Bhagavad Gita after knowing the Gita Mahatmya. So let us begin with the first set of shlokas, which is the Nyas. The Nyas, as I told you, it is the process of purification. Now, this is the process of purification, but the word Nyas exactly means the keeping aside or keeping aside. Nyas, it is keeping aside or setting aside. So basically, when we start with this process of Nyas, it is something that, and it also sannyas, when we say, we are setting aside all the temptations that we have towards these from this life, setting aside, and samyak nyasa, leaving all these temptations in a proper way, that is sannyas. Nyas is setting aside. Nyas is also purifying the entire body. So let us begin with the Nyas process. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā Atha Karanyasah. In Nyas also there are two types of Nyas. Karanyas, Kara means our hands. So first we do the purification of our hands, and then next is Hridayadanyasa, your heart and the other critical organs. So first the Karanyasa. Atha Karanyasah. Now this shlok starts from before the actual Karanyas begins. There is a small set of shlokas, mantras, which are also telling you the basics of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. What are they? Asya Śrīmad Om Asya Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā Mala Mantrasya Bhagavan Vedavyasa Rashihi. The first sentence, the first word that is used here for Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā is what? Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā Mala Mantrasya. It is a garland, it is a mala, it is a garland of what? Mantras. Mantra is what? The mantra is a special set of letters which has divine powers. It has the divine powers to take care of you in such a way that it is going to, just by concentrating upon them, it will sail you through most difficult times in your life. The actual definition of mantra is Mananat Trayate iti mantra. Mananat Trayate. Just by contemplation, just by concentration on these words, a person is able to sail through what? Samsara Sagar, this Mritilok, this world that we are living in. We will be able to sail through this materialistic world. This world is always full of challenges. Different challenges keep coming every time, but just by the contemplation of this Mananat Trayate iti mantra. That is the importance of this mantra. Now, it is not just one mantra. We have 700 mantra. So, just imagine when we are saying 700 mantra, how powerful this Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā is. Jnaneshwar Mauli says this Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā, it is like a Saptashati to kill what? The Moha-Rupi Mahishasur within us. Moha-Rupi Mahishasur means that we have a something within us, the greed, you can say, the temptations, which keeps us engaged in this sansar, keeps us engaged in this world, and does not let us come out of this world, and keeps us in a state of sorrow, in a state of fear, in a state of anxiety. This is the common problem with being in this Mrityu Samsar. And so what Jnaneshwar Maharaj says, this is the Saptashati to kill this Moharupi Mahishasura. So that is the might of the Śrīmad-Bhagavad-Gīta, because each of them is a mantra. And each mantra in itself is so powerful, and it is a garland of these 700 mantras. So beautiful. Then Asya Bhagavan Veda Vyasa Rishi. Who is the Rishi of this entire Srimad Bhagavad Gita? We know. Bhagavan Veda Vyasji. Bhagavan Veda Vyasji, he is Gurunam Guru. He is the son of Bhagavan Rishi Parashar Rishi and Mata Satyavati, and he is considered an incarnation of Vishnu Bhagavan. He has done the division of all the knowledge into the 4 Vedas and made all the Vedas, 18 Puranas, this Loka Ved, what we say Mahabharat, he has made it available for all of us. So Bhagavan Veda Vyas Rishi, we know that on Guru Purnima, whose pujan do? We do the pujan of Bhagavan Veda Vyasji. Why? Because he is Gurunam Guru. He is the Guru of all the Gurus. The lineage starts from Bhagavan Veda Vyasji, and he himself is the Rachayita of this Śrīmad Bhagavad Gita. He is the one who has given. Arjun is grateful to whom? To Shri Krishna for Śrīmad Bhagavad Gita. But we should be, along with Arjun and Krishna, we have to be extremely grateful to Bhagavan Veda Vyas Rishi to have got Bhagavad Gita to us. 5,000 years later, we are able to understand, read Bhagavad Gita because of Bhagavan Veda Vyasji. So he is the Rishi. He is the creator of this Bhagavad Gita. Then Anushtup Chandaha, the meter in which this entire song, it is a Gita. Gita means what? It is a song. It is a song that gives you the beautiful Ananda. It is a song of bliss. And that is why it is sung, and it is sung in a certain rhyme, in certain meter, and mostly the prominent chanda of this entire Bhagavad Gita is Anushtup Chanda, and that is the primary chanda. That is why Anushtup Chanda, we all know that in one line there will be 16 characters. Each quartet, each phrase or each charan that we know has 8 characters. So that is Anushtup Chanda. Shri Krishna Paramatma Devata, the God, the supreme Devata of this Śrīmad-Bhagavad Gita is Shri Krishna. The word Devata, this word comes from the word Div. Div, it is a small word Div, which means enlightenment, enlightening. In Marathi also this word Div, there is a word Diva, which means lamp. It also comes from this word Div. So this Div basically means enlightenment. Diwali, this is enlightenment. So Div basically is the word which means lightening, enlightening, and Devata are the ones who are enlightening and giving us this entire energy to live. So that the Param Devata for the Śrīmad Bhagavad Gita is Shri Krishna. Shri Krishna Paramatma Devata. Then coming to the Bij, what is the root of this entire Śrīmad Bhagavad Gita? Ashochananvashocastvam prajñavadauscha bhashase iti bijam. The actual Bhagavad Gita starts from what? The 11th slok of the 2nd chapter. If you see Puja Bhagwan Shankaracharya's tippani on Śrīmad Bhagavad Gita, it says that actual Bhagavad Gita starts from here. His tippani also, he starts from this particular slok. From there he starts. Now this doesn't mean that the rest of the Bhagavad Gita is not important. It is very, very important. Unless we understand that what starts from the 11th chapter, we will never understand. So that is equally important. But what is the root of this thing, this lament that Arjun has been doing? What is the comment that Shri Krishna puts for this lament? Ashochananvashocastvam. You are lamenting about something that does not deserve to be lamented upon. You are crying for something for which you should not cry at all. It's like a child crying for a chocolate, and the parents will say, what the small thing you are crying for? Just like that, this according to Parampita Paramatma, this is a small thing. Why so? That we have seen an entire Bhagavad Gita, but this is the main root cause. So what Sri Krishna has told here is you are crying for something which does not deserve to be lamented upon, but without realizing that you are talking as if you are an expert. Prajnavadanscha bhashase. This happens with us also. And this is the root cause. We also sometimes lament so much about this entire problems that we have in our lives without realizing that these problems are very, very insignificant when we look at the larger truth of our life. So this this habit, you can say, or this basic pattern of thinking is the root cause. This is the beej. This is the seed of the entire tree of sorrow that we are living on. If you see, if we have to cut down a tree, we are all living in we are living a life where if you just assume that this tree is of full of sorrow and pain, if you want to cut that tree of sorrow and pain, you have to identify what is the beach, what is the seed, how is the seed like, and you just don't let that seed, don't nourish that seed, and then the tree will never grow, that plant will never grow, it will never take a form of a tree. So identify that seed, and the seed is this Ashochananvashocaslam Prajnavadanscha bhashase iti bijam. Bija means seed. This is the root cause. This lament of this ignorance of all the humans is the root cause. Is the root cause of all the problems. And while this is the root, why this is the root cause? Because while doing this lament, they behave as if they are displaying the highest type of wisdom. That is the biggest problem. So this is the root cause. And then what is the Shakti of this Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā? Now see, this is the seed of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. However, if this is watered with devotion, nurtured appropriately with good thoughts, if it is backed by knowledge and wisdom, then it will give rise to an energy within us which will help us attain the Parabrahma Paramatma. We will be able to attain that Paramatma, we will be able to attain a unition with that Parampita Paramatma, and that Shakti is what? Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja iti Shaktihi. What is the Shakti? What is the power? Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. In the last session, we had seen how important, how beautiful this shlok is. Sarvadharman parityajya. Here, last in the session, we have seen what this shlok means. Not that don't follow your dharma. The Bhagavad Gita is all about dharma, about understanding your dharma, and then inculcating that dharma in your lives and practicing dharma to perfection. That is what Bhagavad Gita is all about. So what is the meaning of Sarva Dharman Parityajya here? Means leave the worry about dharma, whether this is dharma, that is dharma. What is your duty is your dharma. Leave worrying about whether you will be you are incurring a pap or a punya, worries of sorrow, pain, everything. Stop worrying about everything. Parityaja mamekam sharanam vraja. Take my refuge, take Shri Krishna's refuge, and that is the biggest power. That is the Shakti which will be helping us overcome all the barriers in our life. Ahanta sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami mashucha iti kilakam. What is the key to open the gates of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā? By reading the Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā, we are just touching the body of the Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. We are just doing the basic worship of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. How to reach the heart of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā? For that, we have to understand, have faith that Shri Krishna is going to liberate us from all the sins. Aham tva sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami. This is the final key to our liberation. Then we have this firm faith. Then the gates of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā are going to open for us. Ma shucha, do not worry. Iti kilakam. This is the key to Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. So we have seen who is the Rishi of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā, who is the God of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. We have seen the beach of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā, the Shakti of Bhagavad Gita, and the key to opening the gates of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. After seeing all this, what we start is the actual process of Shuddhikaran, or actual process of purification. This is done now. The first thing, we hold the Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā book in our hands. We are sitting in a clean place, in a Shuddha Paristhiti. We are sitting and doing the chant of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. This is the highest order of worship. Even in the normal puja that we do, puja at our homes, what we will do, we will purify all the equipments that with which we are worshipping the deity. Like if you are doing Ganpati Pujan, or if you are doing Satyanarayan Puja at home, what we will do before doing the puja of the deity, it is a very natural process in our culture that we first purify all the equipments which are used to do the worship, to do the pujan. Similarly, here also, what are the equipments? There are no equipments, because this puja we are doing by what? Holding one Bhagavad Gita book and then praying to God. So the only equipment here is our fingers, our brain, our heart, our eyes, our ears, and all our body basically. So we will first we start by the purification of the hands. That is the important part of Karanyas. For that, we say the mantras. By the means of mantras, we are purifying our fingers. So the first mantra starts with the purification of the thumb. For that, just with the index finger, the names of all the fingers we should know. The thumb is the Angushta, the index finger is the Tarjani, the middle finger is Madhyama, then the ring finger is the Anamika, and the last finger, the little finger, is Kanishtika. So starting with the Angushta, that is the thumb. With the index finger, we move our finger like this, and that is the purification for the thumb. नैनं छिन्दन्ति शस्त्राणि नैनं दहति पावक इत्यङ्गुष्ठाभ्यां नमः. By saying this mantra, see, Parampita Paramatma is present everywhere in this universe. By doing the Karanyas, what we are doing, we are establishing the Parabrahma Tattva on our fingers. And here we are calling whom? The Atma. See, Om Namoji Adya, when she, even this Nyanesha Maharaj says the first God whom he is bowing down to is the Atma Tattva. The Atma within us is a Pamsha Paramatma. And all these shlokas that we are seeing, they are the shlokas of the Atma Tattva, which is the part of the Paramatma Tattva. We are establishing this Brahma Tattva on our fingers by calling all these deities. These are the mantras from the second chapter. Nainan chandanti shastrani nainan dahati pavaka ityangushthabhya namaha. By saying this, we are first purifying this, and we are calling the Atma Tattva by what? By doing the stuti, by talking about how Atma Tattva is. Nainan chandanti shastrani. It cannot be killed by arms. It cannot be, cut by arms. It cannot be dried by the wind. It cannot be burnt by the fire. All these mantras we already have seen in the second chapter, Vivechan. Then the next is the Tarjani. Na chainam kledayantyapo na shoshayati maruta iti tarjanibhya namaha. With the second mantra, we are purifying the index finger. अच्छेद्योयमदाह्योयमक्लेद्यो शोषेव च iti madhyamabhya namaha. The same way, now the thumb, we move upwards towards the madhyama, and that is the process of purifying. The slok is also very easy, which you have already learned in the second chapter. Achedya, it cannot be cut, it cannot be dried, it cannot be burned down, it cannot be it cannot be burned down. All these parameters of the Atma, they are explained there. Then Nitya Sarvagatastano Rachaloyam Sanatana Ityanamika Namaha. We again do this Anamika, that is the third finger, that is a ring finger, saying the mantra. We are purifying. What parameters of the Atma Tattva we are remembering here? It is Nitya. It does not change. It is Sarvagata, it is present everywhere, because Parabrahma Tattva is present everywhere. Sthanu, and Achaloyam. it cannot be moved. It remains the same. Our body keeps changing, but the Atma is remaining the same. Achaloyam Sanatana, it is eternal. Iti Ityanamikabhyan Namaha. Pashya me partharupani shatashotha sahasrasha iti kanashthikabhyan namaha. Here, the last finger, the little finger also with the mantra, we are purifying it. Then, Nana vidhani divyani Nana varanakriti nicha iti karatala karaprishtabhyan namaha. Karatala is the our palm and Purkara Prishta, the back side of the palm. Iti karat, by the mantra we are purifying these two, this organ also. Karatala kara prishthabhya namaha iti karanyasaha. This is the entire process of karanyas. And then we start with what? We start with the Hridayadanyas. Hridayadanyas is a process by which all the other organs are purified, which are what? The Hriday Adi, all Hriday and the other. What are the other organs that need purification? Our eyes. And we will see how this process also goes. So, Atha Hridayadinyasaha. Nine, the shlokas remain the same. What are the shlokas that we had seen for Karanyasa? The same shlokas are used for the Hridayadanyas also. अथ हृदयादन्यासः नैनं छिन्नन्ति शस्त्राणि नैनं दहति पावक इति हृदयाय नमः. न चैनं क्लेश हृदयाय नमः. We just touch the heart, and just when we are doing this, also say each sacred mantra. When we are seeing this gesture has to be done. Also the depth of the mantra you have to experience, you have to feel, you have to understand, and then do. न चैनं क्लेदयन्त्यापो न शोषयति मारुत इति शिरसे स्वाहा. Shirase is our head. Shirase swaha. Because we are going to use the head and then read. So the critical organs. Shirase swaha. We purifying the head. Then अच्छेद्योयम दह्योयम अक्लेद्यो शोषेवच इति शिखायैव षट्. Shikha is the place where the Brahmins keep their shikha. So this back part, that is the shikha. Shikhayaiva shat. Then Nityas sarvagatasthaну rachaloyam sanatana iti kavachaya. Whom we wear a kavacha, protective shield, that the negative aura doesn't touch us. We are purified by the power of these mantras. We are purified. We are wearing a kavach. That during our parayana process also, when we are reading these 18 chapters, no negative energy touches us. We are remaining should. The impurities around us do not affect us. So by this mantra, we are ensuring that this protective cover is around us. Then Pashyame Partharupani Shatashoth Sahasrasha iti Netratrayaya Vaushad. The two eyes and the third eye is in between. Netratrayaya Vaushad with the three. This hand where we have done the Karanya, so everything has to be done with the right hand. We already know we have to put it on the three eyes that we have. The two are our physical eyes, the normal eyes, and the third is our Jnana Chakshu. That is the eye of knowledge. It is the one which it gets enlightened when we have the right knowledge. So that Jnana Chakshu is also eliminated. Iti Netratrayaya Vaushad. Then Nana Vedani Divyani Nana Varanakriti Nicha. Just one chutki we'll do, and then Divyani Nana Varanakriti Nicha iti Astraya Fat. So with these two fingers, with this now, why this particular action? That basic we will not know, because this is the Shastra, this is the Paddhat. See why the puja has to be done only with the right hand. It is pious. There are certain things which we practice as our elders have told. This is the way to do it. We do it like this. So Astraya Pat. By this we do the purification. Around us we create this pure aura. And all this that we are doing is for whom? Shri Krishna Prityarthe. For whom? For our Shri Krishna. Jab Shri Krishna Prityarthe Pathe Viniyogaha Viniyoga, this word Viniyoga means the spiritual application of this entire gestures, all these gestures that we did. Hmm? This is whatever is the spiritual application of this, it is dedicated to something. That is the meaning of this word Viniyoga. So Viniyoga means all these actions that we did, they are applied to whom? For the part which we are doing for whom? Shri Krishna Prityarthe. Shri Krishna Prityarthe Pathe Viniyoga. So the Viniyog is for what? All this is for the part that we are doing for Shri Krishna. So understanding it in opposite order is more easy. So what the main objective of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā? What is the main objective? It is to appease Shri Krishna. As may this part that we do, may it lead to what? May it lead to an increased devotion towards Shri Krishna. This is the biggest intent of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. This is the basically this is the main thing that we are trying to accomplish by doing this entire part, by doing this entire pravachan. See, the more we read Bhagavad Gita, this Bhagavad Gita, reading Bhagavad Gita, reading anything, doing this is a part of what? Swadhyaya. Now you have seen even in the 17th chapter that what is Swadhyaya? What this is also a type of yajna. This is also a type of tap that we are doing. This is a jnana yajna. Whatever Bhagavad Gita we are reading, it is a jnana yajna. And this is a very powerful thing. The more part we do, the more mantra jap that we keep doing. What happens by doing this Shri Krishna Prityarthe, when we are doing it, automatically the Murti of Shri Krishna will start blessing us. When we are going through that mantra mala, what happens? This Shri Krishna's Murti comes in front of us. You cannot escape this thing that, when you are reading the all 18 chapter, by the end of the 18th chapter, that deity comes in front of your eyes and you see him blessing you and saying, Ma Shucha, Shri Krishna himself, we will experience this. When you sit and read all 18 chapters together, you will experience this bliss that Shri Krishna himself is blessing you. And this is a very scientific sutra also. Patanjali's sutra, one of the Patanjali's sutra says, Swadhyayat Ishtadevata Samprayogaha. What does that mean? Swadhyayat Ishtadevata Samprayogaha means that the more we try to, study, or more we try to connect, with by the means of our sadhyaya and repetition of mantras, what comes? We come very close, we come in close communion with the deity, Ishta Devata, whoever is the Ishta Devata, we come very, very close to that deity. That is the Patanjali Sutra. So by doing this Bhagavad Gita Parayan, understand that this is a very important part of your Swadhyaya. It is going to take you closer to your Shri Krishna. It is going to take us very close to Parampita Paramatma Shri Krishna. So Shri Krishna Prityarthe Pathe Viniyogaha. And then we start with the Prarthana to whom? To Bhagavad Gita. Because we know we have to go to Shri Krishna, but who is going to take us closer, a step closer to Shri Krishna? It is Geeta Maya. Only this mother can take us there. So this prarthana that you also heard at the beginning of this session, Om Parthaya Pratibodhita, this is a very beautiful prarthana, which puts Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā in a very different role. It puts us in a role where we see her as a mother who is going to be uplifting us and connecting us with our Shri Krishna. So, Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarshini Bhagavati Mashtadashadhyayini Ambatva Manusandadhami Bhagavad Gita Bhavatveshini. This first line of this particular slok is in praise of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. What is Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā? Parthaya Pratibodhitam. To enlighten Partha. Partha is a beautiful name, Pratha's son. So here Arjun, they could have used any great name for Arjun, but Partha. It is a name lovingly said to call Arjun as the son of Pritha, as the son of Kunti Mata. So, and Partha is also called why? When Shri Krishna wants to call Arjun lovingly, he calls him Partha. So, by this itself, the first few letters only, they induce a love, a motherly love towards Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. So, they have been, this Bhagavad Gita has been said for whom? For our dear Partha, by whom Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam, Narayan Bhagwan himself has said. And who has put it down as chapters for us? Vyasena Gratitam. Bhagwan Veda Vyas Rishi has put it as compartmentalized. He has edited this entire Bhagavad Gita. And where he has put it? This Purana Muni, who the Purana Muni Bhagwan Veda Vyasji has edited and put it where? Madhye Mahabharatam. This Mahabharata is a Loka Ved. It is the Pancham Ved. This fifth Ved it is considered, and he has put it in this fifth Ved for what? Now, if it is put in a Loka Ved, if it is a part of Ved, imagine the might of this Ved. It is for everybody. All of us are this Partha. We are all these small Partha we are. We all have a piece of Arjun within us, and it is meant for all of us. And how is this Bhagavad Gita? Advaita Amrita Varshini. It is showering the Advaita Amrit, the Amrit of Advaita. Advaita means what? Advaita is that principle which tells us that there is nothing else, this Parampita Paramatma, and it also makes us understand ultimately that we are also a part of this Parampita Paramatma. The entire theory which takes us very close and makes us ultimately realize that this Prakriti and Purush, Prakriti and Purush are doing this is the Dvaita thing, and ultimately the realization that we are not different from this Parampita Paramatma. We are a part of this. This is the Advaita principle and Advaita Amrita Varshini. This is the divine knowledge that Bhagavad Gita gives us. It is Ashtadhyayini because it has 18 chapters. Here the word that is used for Bhagavad Gita is Bhagavati. She is a goddess. She is not just a scripture. The only scripture which has the capacity of being called a goddess is Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. It is not just a book. It is the goddess incarnated in itself, and she is a mother. When the moment we call her and accept her as a goddess, we also have to understand she is the mother who is going to handhold us. She is the one who is going to hold us. And Tvam Anusandadhami Bhagavat Gite Bhavadveshini. Anusandadhami, we are going to follow you. You are the one who is going to take us to Sri Parampita Paramatma. Bhagavad Gita Bhavadveshini. You are the one who are going to take us. How? She is going to teach us the detachment from this world. She is the one who is going to teach us how to remain detached and stay connected to Bhagavan Shri Krishna. That is the role this mother plays with us. The mother is the one who if you see if you are in a fair or now in the olden days we used to have this fairs, Mela lagta tha. Now people go to malls and other places. They go to these parks, adventure amusement parks. But there, how the mother is, there are two ways in which the mother takes care of the child. One is where the child holds the hand of the mother and is behind her all the time. But the other way is where the mother holds the hand of the child. That is the one where the child feels more secure. So when we do this prarthana, Amba Tvam Anusandadhami, you hold my hand, my mother, and take care of you connect me so that I don't get lost. Bhagavad Gita Bhavadveshinim, don't let me get lost in this world. She is the one who is going to keep us connected to the place where we come from. That is such a beautiful, such a powerful shlok. And the next shlok that comes in the line is the one that offers prayers to Maharshi Bhagwan Vedavyasji. Namostute Vyasashala Buddhe Pullar Vindayata Patra Netra Yena Tvaya Bharata Taila Purnaf प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः Namaha astu te. I bow down to whom Bhagwan Vedavyas is. How is he? He is Vishal Buddhi, the one who has great intellect. Now, this goes beyond saying, because whatever knowledge we are getting from the Vedas, Puranas, everything. He is the one who has provided all this knowledge to us. He is a Vishal Buddhi. Pullaraminda, whose eyes are like blossomed lotuses. Now, when we are talking about his eyes being like blossomed lotuses, the netra are like kamal. Phullar Venda, Yatapatra netra, his eyes are like bottom lotuses. Here, that is the physical description, that is fine. But there is a one important meaning in this. What is it? It is not just the physical eyes. The eyes are the ones which help us see the world around us. Eyes, I already told you initially, they are talking about three eyes. Jnana Chakshu is also there. The eyes, though they see the world, they are the ones which are, giving us the insight into what we are developing from this world. His eyes are like lotus. Means what? There is a peculiar thing about lotus. What is it? That though it is born in slush, in kichad, but it does not get wet. Though it stays in water all the time, the leaf does not let the water percolate through it. When they are saying the eyes are like the lotus leaves, big and beautiful, at the same time, the way he sees this world is through knowledge. That is the importance of his eyes. So, Fullaravinda Yatapatra Netra. So there are two. One is the external physical meaning, there is a deeper meaning. He is the one who has the eyes of knowledge. Yenatvaya, and with that, he has given us what? Yenatvaya bharatataila purna prajvalito jnanamaya pradeepa. I love these lines for very beautiful description it has used. He is also lighting the jnanamaya pradeepa. Jnanamaya pradeepa, prajvalito jnanamaya pradeepa means he is also lighting the lamp of knowledge for us. How? How do we light a lamp? By oil and a wick. What is the oil? Bharat Taila, Mahabharat Rupi oil is used to light the lamp of knowledge within us. This Mahabharata we have discussed in the previous shlokas, previous sessions also, how important this scripture is. It is full of knowledge. It is full everything. It is said that what exists outside is everything present in Mahabharata. What is not present in Mahabharata cannot exist outside Mahabharata. That is the might of this Grantha. Mahabharata is also the Grantha. Its name is Jai. We all know it is a Grantha of victory. It is full of knowledge. So using the oil of Mahabharata, Bharataila Purna Prajvalito Jnanamaya Pradeepa, it is lighting the lamp of knowledge. The first shlok was in the praise of Bhagavad Gita. The second shlok was in the praise of Maharshi Bhagwan Vedavyas Ji, and now in the praise of Param Pujya Shri Krishna. Prapanna Parijataya Totravetraikapaneye Jnanamudraya Krishnaya Geetamrataduhe Namaha. Prapanna Parijataya. You take refuge in the take refuge. Parijat is a tree which renders very tender flowers. In the Swargalok there is a Parijat tree. It is a Kalpa Vriksha. So Prapanna Parijataya. You are that. We are taking refuge in this. You are like a Parijat Vriksha for us. It is like a Kalpa Vriksha. So this we take in the refuge. We are taking refuge in Sri Krishna, who is like a Kalpa Vriksha for us. Whatever we desire, he gives us tender blessings. He is showering us with all those blessings. Totra Vetraika Panaye. How is his form? One hand he has the totra, that is the reins, lagam, the reins with which he is controlling the horses. Another is vaitra, that is the chabuk, the whip. So totra vaitreka panaye. Panaye means in the hands. So in the hands he is having his totra and whip and the reins. And Jnana Mudraya Krishnaya, he is sitting in what? The Jnana Mudra. Sri Krishna, he is sitting in the Jnana Mudra and doing what? Geeta Mritaduhe Namaha. He is giving us the knowledge of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. He is taking out that knowledge of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā for all of us. And then This Jnana Mudra is a very beautiful mudra. It is the one which spiritually very, very significant mudra. It is considered to be connecting the Atma to the Paramatma. So that is why all the dhyan that is being done is done in the Jnana Mudra. So that is the significance of Jnana Mudra. Then the slok that we read every day. Vasudeva Sutan Devam Kamsa Chanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. This shlok, it is a beautiful shlok which depicts two opposite sides of Sri Krishna. What is it? One is the Kutumba Vatsal, the lover of this family, who is what? Vasudeva Sutan. He is the son of Vasudev, that is why Vasudev. Vasudev, son of Vasudev, and one side he is talking about Vasudeva Sutan and Devaki Paramanandam in the third charan. So one side is telling about what? His loving side, where he is the son of Vasudev, and he is the source of happiness for whom? Devaki. Now, every child is the source of happiness for the mother, but we all know in what Parasthiti Krishna was born. Devaki was in so much, Devaki Mata was in so much distress, and Sri Krishna came to liberate her and give her all the happiness back. So, the one who is the source of happiness for Devaki Mata, Kamsa Chanura Mardanam. At that young age, he has killed demons like Kamsa and Chanura. So at one side is the one who is loving his family, and the other side he is a Kal. He is the death for the evil ones. So Krishna Vande Jagadgurum. For such a Sri Krishna, I am offering my prayers. And next comes the description of Mahabharata. A very, very beautiful, picturesque description of Mahabharata. Bhishma Drona Tata Jayadratha Jala Gandhara Leelotpalam शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः. This is an imaginative description of Mahabharata which is beautifully depicting the complete summary of Mahabharata. How is this Mahabharata? Bhishma Drona Tata, there it is like a river. This river is flowing between two banks. Every river flows between the two banks. Which are the banks of the two sides of the river Mahabharat? One is Bhishma Pitama and the other side is Dronacharya. Both balanced, both want peace, and both are equal on both the sides. So Bhishma and Drona are the banks of this river, and what is the water flowing in between? It is a turbulent water, like the Jayadratha Jala. The water flowing is like the king Jayadrath. How this Jayadrath was, he was not trustable. He had the story of Jayadrath will not go into the detail, but a very cunning kind of a king and a very turbulent water it is. So Jayadratha Jala. Jayadratha Jalam Yasyaha Sa Jayadratha Jala. So then he had a huge army which is considered like water, and Jayadratha, we all know, he was also the husband of Dushala. She was the sister of Duryodhan. So he was husband of Duryodhan's sister. So then Gandharani Lotpala. Now this water has some flowers, lotus flowers, which look very attractive, but actually they are very, very poisonous. They make it very tricky to cross the river. It becomes very tricky to cross the rivers because of these Neel Kamal or blue flowers that are there. Gandharani Lotpala. Gandhar, we all know, is Shakuni. Who is making it very difficult to cross this river. They look like lotus, but this is blue lily, and it is very tricky. It is going to make it very difficult to cross this river. Shalyagrahavati, the different difficult animals, Shalyagrahavati, just like the sharks in the very dangerous fishes in the water. Shalyagraha, Shalya. We all know he was actually a maternal uncle of Nakul and Sahadev, but unfortunately had to land up in the clan of the Kauravas. He became the driver of Karna. But sometimes they are, good, but he was also a difficult warrior to fight with. So he, in between his situation is, so Shalya Grahavati, Krupena Vahani Karnena Velakula, Krupacharya. He was married to the sister of Dronacharya, and Ashwathama is the son of Dronacharya. Krupena Vahani, this Krupe, he is the one who is giving us speed to this river. Vahini is the one because of which this river is getting all its acceleration, from where the speed of that flow, the water is getting its flow. The speed of that water's flow is coming from what? Kripacharya. Karnena Velakula, Velakula, all the waves that the tides that are in this water are what? The Karana Rupi tides, which are agitated, which are, which are pushing you back, which are pushing you to different levels of anxiety. Such all these are Karnena Velakula. Ashwathama Vikarna Gora Makara, the dangerous crocodiles in this river are the people like Ashwathama, Vikarna, all these other warriors of the Kaurava clan. Duryodhana Vartini, the whirlpools within this river. They're what? The Duryodhana not letting you cross this river. This is a very dangerous river. A river which is very dreadful to travel on or to sail on. But Sottirna khalu Pandavairananadi Kaivartaka Keshava. Our Pandavas have managed to cross it successfully. Why? Why? Because their Kaivartaka, their the Kaivartaka, their boatman is who? Keshava. That is Sri Krishna. Because he is there. So this is applying to us also. We are also stuck in a very dangerous river. In now also, in our Kali Yuga also, there are people like Dhritarashtra, blinded by greed. There are people like Duryodhan, who even after knowing what is good, what is bad, they will still not be able to follow the dharma. There are people like Yudhishthir, who no matter what happens, they will always do good to others. Even now, we are having the Mahabharata around us, though the characters are of that era. These are actually vrittis, these are actually the characters which within us, and they are never going to die. They are always going to be there. We see all these around us. We are also stuck in such a hustle. But if we make Keshava our Kaivartaka, we will also become Uttirna. We will also successfully sail through this river. So Uttirna Kalu, because the Pandavas had Keshava as their boatman, they successfully sailed through this river. So Uttirna Kalu Pandavai Rananadi. Rananadi. It is also named as a Rananadi. It is a battle, river of battle. They could cross because their boatman, their charioteer was Sri Krishna himself. Then Parasharya Vachas Saroja Mamalangitartha Gandhotkatang Parasharya Vacha. Parashar is what we all know, the Bhagwan Veda Vyasji. He is known as Parasharya, Parashar, because he is the son of Rishi Parashar. And Parasharya Vachas Saroja Mamalangitartha Gandhotkatan नानाख्यानक केसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधितं लोके सज्जन षट्पदैरहरः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयाद् भारत पंकजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसिनः श्रेयसे. This Parashar Putra Bhagwan Veda Vyasji, he has written this Geeta Gandhotkatan, this Geeta Rupi Gandha. It is giving us a fragrance. This fragrance is coming from what? Geeta. It has been created what? By whom? The Bhagwan Veda Vyasji. This fragrance of Geeta in the lotus of, this is such a beautiful again description. It is that this fragrance of Geeta is coming from this lotus, which has been created by whom? By Bhagwan Veda Vyasji. And in this there are pollen grains. Who are attracted to the pollen grains? They are very beautiful. Now pollen grains are there. Which are these pollen grains? Nana Kyanaka Kesaram Harikatha. What are these pollen grains? These small Akhyanam are the stories. Stories of whom? Hari, Sri Krishna. Who takes away all our sorrows. That is why he is called Hari. Who takes away all our sorrows. Different, all these Harikathas. Mahabharata is full of these small stories from Sri Krishna, between Krishna, Arjun, Duryodhana, all these beautiful stories. this Nana Akhyana, different stories are the pollens who attract what? They attract Shatpada. The pollen, who are attracted to the pollen bees, the honeybees, they are having 6 legs. So that is why in Sanskrit they are also called Shatpade. So the Shatpadai Raharahaf Pepiyamanam Muda, all these good people. Who are the good people? Shatpadai are what? The Sajjan people, the good people. The Dharmic people, the Sattvic people are what? The Shatpadai. And they are attracted to these pollens of the Harikatha. And they are attracted Bhuyat Bharata Pankajam. So this entire description is what? Bhuyat Bharata Pankajam. This is the Bharata Pankajam, Mahabharat Rupi Lotus, whose fragrance is Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā, Gita Artha Gandhotkatan. So this Mahabharat Rupi Pankaj, this Mahabharat Rupi Pankaj, that means the Mahabharat Rupi Lotus has the fragrances, its fragrance is Bhagavad Gita. Its pollens are the snana, the small harikathas in it, and who are attracted? The good people, the Sajjan people are attracted to it. For what? Kalimala pradhamsi nashreyase, to destroy, to clean all the kalimala. The Kali means what? The skull, this yug that we are in, the skull, it deposits some dirt on our minds. Which is that dirt of fear, anger, greed, anxiety, all these constantly, our life is like that. All this dirt is accumulating on our mind. To destroy all that dirt, this Bharata Pankaja is created by Bhagavan Veda Vyas to destroy this dirt and for our greater upliftment, Shreyas. It is going to take us from our sorrow. It is going to take us to upliftment. That is the importance of this Mahabharat Rupi Pankaj. But it is so difficult for us to read this 1 lakh shlokas. But we should not say it is impossible. Why? Because Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangallangayate Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam. What is impossible if we have the kripa of Paramananda Madhavam? If our Madhava, our Parampita Shri Krishna is with us, what is impossible? Mukam karoti vachalam. Even a dumb who cannot talk will start talking. That is the might of Parampita Paramatma. Pangum langayate girim. A handicapped person can cross a big mountain also. Yat kripata maham vande. So when your kripa is there, all this becomes very easy. So, if at all we feel this Bhagavad Gita is very difficult, reading Mahabharata is very difficult, just remember this one shlok, Mukam karoti vachalam pangullangayate girim. We will understand that when his kripa is there, everything is possible. Now, after seeing all this, we know we have the blessings of Bhagavan Veda Vyasji, we have the blessings of Shri Krishna, we have bowed down to the great Mahabharata epic, and now let us start taking the nectar of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā and understand the greatness of Gita. Atha Gita Mahatmyam Gita Shastramidam Punyai Yah Pathet Prayatah Puman Vishnu Padamavapnoti Bhayashokadivarjitah. How is this Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā? All these 7 shlokas of Shri Gita Mahatmya that we will be seeing will tell us the greatness of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. How is this Gita Shastra? It is punya. It is a punyakari. It is something which is going to take us to an upliftment. Just reading it is going to be what? It is a great deed. It is a pious deed. It is a dharma karya. Gita Shastramidam Punyai Yah Pathet Prayatah Puman. Somebody who diligently, a determined person, carefully, effortfully, who takes an effort to read this, such a person, Vishnu Padamavapnoti, he gets the Vishnu Pad, means what? He goes closer to Bhagwan Vishnu. How? Bhayashokadivarjita, without any fears, without any sorrows, he will be free from the grip of sorrows and fears, and he will be going closer to whom? To Parampita Vishnu. Vishnu Pad is which Pad? It can be attained even in life. You don't have to die to get to the Vishnu Pad. A state of full bliss, a state of happiness. How Bhakta Prahlad was. Bhakta Prahlad attained this in his life itself, just by praying to Bhagwan Vishnu. That state of bliss, that state of happiness where you see Bhagwan Vishnu everywhere. When we see Bhagwan Krishna everywhere, that is getting the Vishnu Pad. So that state we will achieve by reading Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. गीताध्ययनशीलस्य प्राणायामपरस्य च नैव सन्ति हि पापानि पूर्वजन्मकृतानि च. Ari, what is the power of doing this, learning Bhagavad Gita? See, Gita Dhyani Shilasya, the one who does Bhagavad Gita, who reads Bhagavad Gita, brings it into practice by pranayama parasya, the one who does pranayam. See, pranayam is also considered as a yajna in Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. We have seen in the fourth chapter, Rave Yajna, Tapo Yajna, we have seen the different types of yajna. There are prane panam tatha pare. We have seen this pranayam is also a type of yajna. The one who is reading the Gita and also doing yoga and pranayam along with it, such a person, naiva santi papani, all their their sins are destroyed, even if they are done in the previous birth. Purva janma kritani, even if they are done in the previous birth, they will be taken care of, they will be washed off. Malane mochanam pumsaim jalasnanandine dine Sakradgeetāmbasisnānam samsāramhalanāshanam. Just like every day we take a bath every day, jalasnanam dine dine, every day's bath is going to take away all the dirt that accumulates on us. If you do a bath with Sakradgeetāmbasisnānam, if you do a bath with Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā, what is the meaning of taking a bath with Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā? At least little bit of Bhagavad Gita we should read every day. Kinchit at least, little bit at least. One phrase, two phrase, one shlok, one chapter or two chapters, entire Bhagavad Gita as per your capacity. But if we do little bit Bhagavad Gita chant every day, samsara malanashanam, it is even little bit of Bhagavad Gita, it is going to purify us of what? It is going to purify the dirt that accumulates because of us dwelling in this world. Every time, because we are dealing with this world, we have to, accumulate everything. Lot of by the means of fear and all other greed, etc., comes. So we have to ensure that just taking this bath by Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā, all our sansaramal is going to get taken care of. See, if somebody is suffering from a disease, we have to take a medicine. If somebody is a diabetic, what we have to do? Little bit medicine is required every day. If we say today I have taken medicine, now my diabetes is taken care of, it is not happening, right? Even for a small disease of this samsar, diabetes is a very small fraction of the problems that we have in this world. To cure that also, we need to take a medicine every day. If I have to remain healthy, I have to do morning walk every day. If I have to remain healthy, I have to do pranayam, yoga every day. Otherwise, just doing one day and then thinking for next of the year, I am going to be healthy, that's not going to happen, right? Healthy food we should eat. Ahar, ayus, sattva, bala, rogya, sukha, priti, vivardhanaha. Sattvic ahar we have to take every day. Is it enough if I take today and then rest the entire year I eat any junk food, I'll be healthy? No. Every day, when we need it, then to clear off the samsara mal, we need a little bit of Gita every day. Just one day is not enough. We need to read Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā, and not just read, Swadhyaya. Try to contemplate upon it. Go through its meaning. Read this Gita Mahatmya every day, and then its values will get into us, and this will result in what? Samsara malanashanam. What Eknath Maharaj says, Rose ek tari ovi anubhavavi. The Sant Eknath Maharaj was a great saint in Maharashtra. He says, Rose, about Jnaneshwari he has said, Rose ek tari ovi anubhavavi. Means not just reading, contemplate upon it. Bring it in your life. One phrase, what I read today, let me bring it in my life. Small things when we do, then cumulatively our life improves. Geeta sugita kartavya kibhanyai shastra vistaraihi ya swayam padmanabhasya mukha padmadvidisrita. Mukha padmadvidisrita. This has been said by whom? By Shri Vishnu himself. How is he? Who has said it? Mukha Padmadvani. He is the one. Padmadvinishrita, Padmanabha. How he is the Padmanabha. Ya Swayam Padmanabhasya Mukha Padmadvinishrita. This entire Bhagavad Gita has been said by what? Whom? By Bhagavan Vishnu. He has been referred to as Padmanabha, from whose Nabhi this lotus is blooming. Now this Navi is very important. Just see, when a child is in the mother's womb, this Navi is the root cause of all the nourishment, how this nourishment is reaching the child. So the Navi is a very important critical word here. So Vishnu is nourishing this entire world, and that's why he's Padmanabha. He's having the lotus, this lotus entire world he's holding, and he is the one who is responsible for nourishing this entire world. He is the Padmanabha. The ones from whose belly this lotus comes, he is Padmanabha, and the Navi is very important. So this Padmanabha, he has himself given this Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. Now this Shastra, which other Shastra will be important? If Bhagavan knew in Kali Yuga we will not have time. We are in this fast era. 5G, 3G, internet, what all speed we are increasing, supersonic speeds we have managed to attain, but with all those speeds and that fast time also, we don't have any time at hand. Shri Krishna knew, Vishnu ji knew that this Kali Yuga will come when people will be very, very fast, but still they will not have any time in hand. Any long to reach Anandi and other places, all Tirtha, initially it used to take so many months, but now we reach in few hours, but we don't have time to go to our these Tirtha Kshetras. That is the situation with us right now. In such a situation, Shri Vishnu has given us this scripture. Geeta Sugita Kartavya. It is our job to do what? Sugita Kartavya. You sing it beautifully. Make it your daily, make it a part of your daily routine. And sing it beautifully, study it. Kimanye Shastra Vistarai. Then what other scriptures Vistar and other scriptures explanation will you need once you take the refuge in Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā? Because it has been given to us as a helping hand by Shri Krishna, by Shri Vishnu himself. Bharatamrita sarvasvam Vishnur vaktradvinisritam Geeta gangodakam pitva punarjanmana vidyate. In this Bharat Amrita, in this Mahabharat Rupi Amrit, this Bhagavad Gita has been said by Vishnu Bhagwan himself. It is like why we go to Ganga ji and take a bath. We go to Ganga ji and take a bath, so all our sins are taken care of. The moment all our sins are washed off, we don't have to take Punarjanma. Just by taking the bath in Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā, Geeta Gangodakam Pitva. Ganga Udaka means what? It is the Ganga water. Bhagavad Gita is like that Ganga water, which if you drink every day, Punarjanmana Vidyate, there is no rebirth left for you. Sarvopanishado gavo dogdha gopalanandana Patho vatsas sudhir bhokta dugdhangi tamratam mahat. This stroke we have already seen. Sarvopanishado gavo, all Upanishads, if they have taken the form of Gaumata, then the Dogdha, that is the milkman, whom himself Gopalanandana, Shri Krishna himself has milked all the all the cows of Upanishads and given the milk to whom? To Partha. Now, if the cow has to be milked, one very important criteria is she will not just give milk to anybody. If all the Upanishad Rupi cows are together, they will not just give milk to anybody. For that, a calf has to be brought near the cow. Unless the cow sees a calf, she will not give the milk. She will not let anybody come near her, but the moment she sees her calf, she will give the milk. That calf was required. That calf was required, and Arjun became that small Vatsa, that small calf who lured this milk from the Upanishads. And this Dogdha was our Gopalanandana Shri Krishna, who gave this Gita Amrita. It is not just Gita now, here it is Gita Amrita, because the one who drinks it gets what? He gets eternal knowledge. He becomes eternal. In what sense? He realizes his true self. This is Gita Amrita. It is Amrit. It is the divine nectar. This Gita Amrita, it is the milk that we have got from this Upanishads. Then ekam shastram devaki putra Geeta devo devaki putra heva eko mantrastasya namani yani karmapyekantasya devasya seva. Ekam shastram, the most supreme, the eternal shastra is the song sung by Devaki Putra, Shri Krishna. Then what other name is more important? Eko Devo Devaki Putra Eka, the supreme God is what? Sri Krishna himself. Eko mantra, the supreme mantra, his name is the only mantra that we have. Sri Krishna's mantra, Eko mantra, that is the supreme mantra, one mantra, that is his name, the name of Sri Krishna. Karma apyekan tasya devasya seva. His seva, the seva of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā is the most supreme seva. That is why this Learngeeta is giving us a great opportunity. We are able to call ourselves Geeta Sevis. It is superior than any other designations in this universe, really, because karma pyekan tasya devasya seva, the one worthy action worth doing, the one karma worthy of doing, the one action worthy of doing is his seva, Shri Krishna's seva, and the seva of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. We, those who are able to call themselves as Geeta Sevis, that is the huge, most beautiful designation we all can have. Being able to be Geeta Sevis, that is the biggest role model we can ever follow. So that is the supreme one. After understanding this Gita Mahatmya, I am sure there is nobody left who would feel that रोज तो गीता का एक अध्याय पढ़ेंगे. But we will be able to do that only when we have the blessings of Parampita Paramatma. For concentration in your Gita part, what we need the Murti of Shri Krishna himself in front of us. We need to visualize that Vishnu Bhagwan in front of us. And when you visualize that Vishnu Bhagwan, then you visualize Shri Krishna Bhagwan. And then when you chant, now that we are convinced we have to do Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā part, we have to do it with full devotion. To arouse that devotion, we should have a proper dhyan. We should do a proper dhyan and imagine the form of that Vishnu Bhagwan in front of you, and then start this Gita part. That will bring out the biggest, the deepest Shraddha within you, and then that path is going to be the most supreme part. That part that you do, when you read the Bhagavad Gita with that emotion, it is truly going to connect you with the Parampita Paramatma. For that connect, we read the Dhyana mantra, the Dhyana shlokas, which will bring out the form of Vishnu Bhagwan in front of us. And that will help us focus on his form, on his characteristics, on his naam, his dham, in a way that thus we get completely engrossed with him during our Parayan of all the 18 chapters. Atha dhyanam Shantakaram Bhujagashanayanam Shantakaram Bhujagashayanam Padmanabam Suresham Vishwadharang Gagana Sadrisham Meghavarnam Shubhangam Lakshmi Kantam Kamalanayanam Yogivir Dhyanagamyam Vande Vishnum Bhavabhayaharam Sarvalokaikanaatham. How is this Bhagwan Vishnu? Shantakaram Bhujagashayanam. He is the one whose form is how? Peaceful. Always at peace. He is lying on that Bhujanga. He is lying on that serpent. Bhujagashayanam. He is sleeping nicely on that serpent. And from whose nabhi we saw, from whose navel the lotus is blooming. This lotus is what? Padmanabham Suresham. This lotus is blooming. It is that creative power that he has, which emanates, and it is holding the entire universe. This supreme being, he is supporting the entire universe. Vishwadharam. He is like the sky. What is sky? Sky is basically the space which is everywhere. So he is everywhere, just like the sky. Vishwadharam. He is the He's the complete Aadhar, he's the support of this entire universe. He is like the sky, Meghavarnam Shubhangam. He is the one with the dusky complexion, the one like a Meghavarna. Varna is the complexion, the dusky complexion, but every part of him is Shubhangam. When you think about his feet, the shankha on his, the shankha you see, you'll imagine his hands with the chakra in his hand. Every part of him, you think it is Shubha. He is a complete Shubha. He is complete piousness purified. And think about any part of him, and it is going to make you feel the purity. Lakshmi Kantam, he is the revered husband of whom Lakshmi, Lakshmi Mata is, he is the master of this Lakshmi Mata. Lakshmi Kantam Kamalanayana, whose eyes are like the eyes of lotus, are the lotus, like the lotus eyed, the one who can be. And now when we talk about the lotus eyed, remember what I told about Bhagwan Vedavyasji's lotus eyes. Vishala Netram, when we say Vishala Netra, like what we had said about the lotus eyes, he is able to see everything, and his eyes are the eyes of knowledge. He is the one with lotus eyes. And Lakshmi Kantam Kamalanayanam Yogibe Dhyana Gamyam. All the yogis, by the means of Dhyana Gamyam, he is the one who is to be attained by the means of Dhyan. All the yogis, they are trying to attain him by the Dhyan. They are doing Dhyan. We all know yogis are doing Dhyan. But where are they going by the means of Dhyan? He is going to this Shantakaram. They are all going to this Parampita Vishnu Bhagwan. So he is the source. He is the place where everybody ultimately aims to reach by the means of Dhyan. Then Dhyana Gamyam Vande Vishnum Bhavavayaharam Sarvalokaikanaatham. We bow down to the Bhagwan Vishnu, who is what? Who is the one who is going to take away all hara. What he is going to hara? He is also called Hari because he is taking away what? Bhayahara. All our fears he is taking away. We bow down to such a Bhagwan Vishnu. Just think about this shlok, and the entire Murti of Bhagwan Vishnu comes in front of you. And when that Murti of Bhagwan Vishnu is in front of you, and then you will start reading Bhagavad Gita, just imagine what bliss it will be when every letter of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā is going to remind you of Bhagwan Krishna and Bhagwan Vishnu. The next shlok in this Dhyana Stotra is very beautiful. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutastunvanti Divyaistavai Vedai Sangapadakramopanisadai Gayanti Ham Samaga Dhyanavasthita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yogino Yasyantanna Vidusurasuragana Devaya Tasmai Namaha. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutas. Brahma, Varuna, the one who is worshipped by the divine chants. By whom? By Brahma, Varuna, Indra, Rudra, Vayu. All of them are praising whom? Bhagwan Vishnu. But he is the one, he is the one, Stuvanti Divyaistavai, all of them, Brahma, Varuna, Indra, Rudra, Vayu, all of them are praying to whom? This Bhagwan Vishnu. Vedai, the Vedas also. But who is the one who is pleased by the songs of the Vedas? Vedai Sanga Padak, the Vedas, Upanishadas, Padakramo Upanishadai, Gayantiyam Samagaha, the Samaved. It is also full of the chants, different stotras. For whom? For this Vishnu. He is the Brahma Tattva. He is the Bhagwan Veda Vishnu. He is all the Vedas, all the Samaved, Upanishadas, all of them are singing what? His praises. Dhyanavasthita tadgatena manasa. Those who are seen by yogis. Dhyanavasthita. The yogis are in which state? The Dhyanavasthita state means they are fixed in the state of Dhyana. Avasthita. They are fixed in the state of dhyana. Tat gatena manasa, and they go there to Vishnu. How? Manasa, by their minds. By the minds, they are completely merged with the Sri Vishnu. Pashyanti ayogino, because of this dhyana avasthita state, and because their mind is where? Near Bhagwan Vishnu, they are seeing him. Pashyanti ayogino, these yogis are seeing him. Where your mind is, there you are. If your mind is in the Vivekan session, we are in the Vivekan session. With sitting in the Vivekan session, if it has already reached the kitchen, what to cook in the dinner, the mind is in the kitchen itself. Where our mind is, there we are. So here we are talking about the yogis. What is being said? The yogis, by their mind, they are in a dhyana avasthita state, and already they are seeing Bhagwan Vishnu. They have reached that near Bhagwan Vishnu. Yasyantanna vidussura suragana devaya tasmai namaha. The sura, asura, devga, nobody knows. Devas, asuras, nobody knows from what is who, where is the end, where is the beginning. We don't know. The yasyantanna vidu, those who don't know where anta basically doesn't necessarily mean the end. We don't know the limits. We don't know how far he is, till where his reach is. Yasyantanna vidussura suragana devaya tasmai namaha. We go down to that Bhagwan Vishnu. And after doing this dhyan, so first purify yourselves. Then pray to the deities of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. Bhagwan Vedavyasi, Bhagavad Gita itself, then Bhagwan Vedavyasi, Krishna ji, and understood, then imbibe this entire love, entire Mahatmya of the Bhagavad Gita in your minds, and then do the dhyan of Parampita Vishnu. And then we start the Parayan of all the 18 chapters from the Tarashtra Vacha, Dharma Kshetre, Kurukshetre, till the end, Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna. Once you do this entire Parayan, this is the entire Parayan Paddhati. So from Nyas we started, and then with the Nyas and all these things are to be done, and then after the entire Parayan. No matter how perfect our pronunciation is, no matter how perfectly we have done the entire Nyas process, there is a scope of error. Then we have to do the Kshama Yachana, because galti se galti ho jati hai. By mistake, the mistake will happen. So to seek forgiveness from the mistake, for all the mistakes that might have knowingly, unknowingly happened from us at the end of the Parayan, after reading all 18 chapters, this Kshama Yachana Prarthana is said. The Prarthana is very simple and very beautiful. Yasya smritya cha namoktya tapo yajna krihadishu nyunam sampurnatayati sadhyo vande tamachyutam yadaksharapadabrashtam matrahinam cha yadbhavet tatsarvam kshamyatam deva narayana namostate विसर्गबिन्दु मात्राणि पदपादाक्षराणि च न्यूनानि चातिरिक्तानि क्षमस्व परमेश्वर. Yasya smritya cha namoktya. See, if we sing, if you are chanting, if there is something missing, just by the name of Vishnave Nama, Vishnave Nama, Vishnave Nama, if we say this name, then everything gets complete. Tapa, yagnya, all other kriyas, they will get complete. Whatever is yasya smritya cha namoktya, just by remembering him, just by saying his name, all the karya is done. If there is anything nyuna or nyunam sampurnatayati, if there is anything missing, if there is anything nyuna, means if there is something missing in our entire kriya, that will still achieve completion just by taking the names of Bhagwan Vishnu. Nyunam sampurnatayati. If there is anything missing, it gets its completeness. Incomplete becomes complete just by the name of saying Bhagwan Vishnu. Sadhyo vande tamachyutam. Hey Achyut, just by saying your name, just by remembering Sri Krishna, just by remembering Sri Vishnu, everything gets completed. So we are moving down to whom? Vande tamachyutam. Now in this entire part, if there have been some padabhrashta, I had to say something, but something else comes out. It happens. So in our Gita part, there could be some Ucharan dosh, the Yadaprada Brashtam, Matra Hinam, Dirgharasva here and there, and the long sound, short sound. The trainers keep telling, but still something happens here and there. Matra Hina Chayat Bhavet. If any Padabrashta, if any distortion has happened in me chanting this Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā, tat sarvam kshamyatam. Please excuse all that. Hey Narayana Namosati. I bow down to you. I am praying to you how Arjun was praying in the 11th chapter, that I thought you are my friend, and I started saying anything to you. All those things Sri Arjun is saying. No, just like that, we are also saying, sorry, please, Shamyatam, Ne Narayana Namosati. We are bowing down to you. I'm bowing down to you. Please excuse me for any distortions that must have happened in my pronunciation. Visarga Bindu Matrani. We know Visarga, all these, any pronunciation errors that have happened. Pada Aksharani. Sometimes the akshar might have become gone here or there. So in that case also, Nyunani, I might have fallen short of something. Sometimes I must have done excess of pronunciation. Atiriktani. Sometimes I might have done some excess, or some I might have fallen short of something in my pronunciation. Kshamasva Parameshwara. Hey Parameshwara, please forgive me. Kshamasva Parameshwara. Kshamasva Parameshwara. Forgiveness, with all that forgiveness, we seek from Parampita Vishnu that may all our any distortions that must have happened, anything that might have distracted us during all this part, may you please forgive me for all that. With that, I also seek of forgiveness from all of you for crossing the time limit. Kshamasva to all the audiences, because I crossed the time quite a lot, but in that I also hope that you all will bless me with forgiveness. And with that, we all let us all together offer this entire discussion at the lotus feet of Param Pujya Gurudev, with whose blessings we all get an opportunity to learn Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā, and to Sri Krishna, with whose blessings we all have in this birth reached Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. Let us all offer this discourse together. Om Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. Om Tat Sat. Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Krishnaya Namah.
Thank you, Didi. On behalf of everyone present here, I extend our sincere and heartfelt gratitude for an enlightening and deeply enriching session on Nyasa, one of the most sacred practices in Sanatana Dharma. The profound explanation and recitation of mantras to invoke divine presence within oneself created a spiritually elevating atmosphere even across this virtual platform. The concept of channeling mantra Shakti to transform the body into a temple and prepare the mind for higher sadhana was beautifully conveyed. We deeply appreciate the clarity, depth, and devotion with which this knowledge was shared. The session has left a lasting impression on all of us. Thank you so much. With sincere thanks and regards to you, Didi. So now let us proceed to the question and answer session. So this is time for all of you and for all of us actually to clear our doubts regarding this Nyas, which is a very special thing which is introduced in Gita Pariwar. Request all of you to unmute yourself. Whoever wants to ask questions, please raise your hand symbol there and you will be unmuted. First I can see Guru Bhaiya. No, I think, okay.
Yudhishthir, Jai Shri Krishna.
Yes. I'm not able to see the name. Okay.
Didi, Shraddha Didi.
Jai Shri
So
Krishna.
we have completed 18 chapters, and today you so much get the final touches and the motivations to continue, and you get so much of new knowledge, and you also invoke the divinity that actually I am not able to express my gratitude to you, but I remember this session and will be indebted to you all the time in my life. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Yudhishthir Bhaiya. May you have a very beautiful Gita May journey ahead. Best wishes to you.
Yeah. Thank you, Devi. Thank you so much.
Guru Bhaiya, please unmute yourself.
Ma'am, Jai Shri Krishna.
Shraddha Didi, Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna, Guru Bhaiya.
Thanks and making me to learn such a great Learngeeta from Geeta Pariwar, and mentors like you has helped me a lot in knowing in detail. So this session was really eye-opener for us. I'm really thank you and grateful. We'll practice and show I can go ahead with this journey by daily routine practice. Thank
Only
you,
with
Didi.
Guruji's kripa it can happen. May Swamiji's kripa always be on all of us, on you also. Best
Thank you.
wishes to you, Bhaiya. Jai Shri Krishna.
Shweta Didi.
Shweta Didi.
Jai Shri Krishna Didi.
Jai
First
Shri
of all, I would like to say Sakshat Ma Saraswati resides in your kant. So
My mind is
soothing.
all
Your
devoted
voice
to Swami.
itself is so soothing, and you are so much knowledgeable. I don't have words. I have a little query. This Prarthana Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam, where these shlokas have been taken from which source?
These have been written as a part of Prastavna. It has been written by Adi Shankaracharya, and they have been composed as a part of Gita Mahatmya. And,
Okay, ma'am. Including this Gita Mahatmya. Okay. And
all these shlokas are coming from there.
Adi
But some are
Shankaracharya.
also, actually, it is not all from one place, Didi. Some are from
Yeah.
Mahabharata also.
Okay.
Yes, so it is a combination which has been picked up by learned people for all this. So some are written, composed by Adi Shankaracharya. Some are original Maharshi Vedavyasji's creations also.
Okay, this is compilation.
Yeah.
Dhanyavad, Didi. Dhanyavad.
Sona Didi.
Didi, namaste.
Haram Sona Didi. Jai Shri Krishna.
I have no words to express how much I have been enlightened and I have keenly listened to all Vivechans as far as possible, and I will continue to listen to the Vivechans every Saturday, even though we have completed, because I am very fond of learning from Vivechans. And Didi ji, like everybody is telling, I'm very, very thankful for I'm very, very thankful for all the Vivechans which I have heard, and it is Sri Krishna's and Guruji's Kripa, and I thank each and every Guru who has taught even me a single word in this Gita. This was a dream come true for me, Didi.
Such a beautiful emotion, Didi. It is all Swamiji's Kripa. People are saying that it's my Vani or it's my speech, but my speech also comes only from Param Puja Gurudev. Only by his wish we are able to talk. So all pranams to Gurudev.
All the Gurus and also Gita Pariwar.
Definitely, it's all the credit of Gita. Jai Shri Krishna, Sona
Surendra
Devi.
Bhaiya.
Emotions, best wishes to
Jai
you.
Shri Krishna.
Surendra Bhaiya, Jai Shri Krishna Pranam.
I had just I want to extend my thankfulness and gratefulness for this very enlightening session. I just wanted one small question. Firstly, is this Nyasa is essential for everyday Gita reading, or it is for a special occasion?
No, it is not essential for everyday reading. Every day you can read Bhagavad Gita as it is, whichever chapter you want. Nyas is especially done when you read Bhagavad Gita as a part of some Anushtan. Suppose I want, something, if I have some desires, or if for some specific Anushtan, or on Ekadashi, if I want to do it as an Anushtan. Ekadashi mein jo hum karte hain, it is done as a part of our, daily worship or Anushtan. When we are doing it like that, then only this nyas is required. Otherwise, for daily reading, if you are reading 1 or 2 chapters, or if you are doing just adhyayana and we are just studying, then this nyas is not required. It's not something we have to do daily. It is a completely optional thing.
Okay, and it is not required that you have to be to bring a Purohit or Brahmin to do that. You can do it yourself.
No. See, all other nyas like Durga Saptashati and all other, these nyas, are very strict. They come with even this nyas has to be done with a proper shaucha, that is with purity. But This doesn't require a panditji or anything. You can do it on your own. It's simple, like the process is simple. You have to do it on your own. You can do, not required Guruji and all. And it is not required to be done on a daily basis also. Whenever you are doing as a part of Anushthan. Anushthan means what? We are doing something, as a worship. Just say Satyanarayan Puja we will do. Daily we will do Vishnu Bhagwan Puja. But then when we are doing some special type of puja, then we say it is an Anushthan. So like that, when you are reading Bhagavad Gita for a specific purpose, for a specific cause, then it is a different matter. Then you can do it on your own.
You had also mentioned about that Saptasati, that is, I think, the Durga Saptasati
Durga
of 20.
Saptasati.
Yes, yes. Even there also the Nyas, even if you don't do the Nyas, you can just go
No,
for
no,
normal reading.
Durga Saptashati has a lot of, see, Bhagavad Gita is the only scripture where this thing you can skip. Durga Saptashati is very pious. It is a very, उसमें कर्म कांड बहुत, this there are certain things which are very difficult to express in English. उसका कर्म कांड बहुत कठिन है. It is very, very strict. The rules around Durga Saptashati recitation are very strict. That has to be followed properly whenever you are doing it in Navratri or anything. Honestly, I am not the right person to talk about it, but there the flexibility that we have in Bhagavad Gita chanting is not present in Durga Saptashati.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Didi.
Ji, most welcome, Surendra Bhaiya. Jai
It's
Shri Krishna.
Kiranji.
Kiranji. Jai Shri
Jai
Krishna.
Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna.
I just have a follow-up question to the previous question. So when you do Nyasa, right? If I want to do very categorically, like if I want to do Gyan Yoga, because I don't feel good right now, my mood is not all right, so I wanted to read some kind of Gyan Yoga. Sometimes I may want to do only first to 6 chapters Karma Yoga. So in that aspect, if I do it, then should I have to do the Nyasa?
No.
If I
Nyas
just
is done only when, as a process, I'm telling it is done only when all 18 chapters are being read together, sitting
Anishtha.
at one place. See, the basic concept of
Okay.
Nyas is also that starting till the end, you have to be at one place. You don't have to move. So
I
that
see.
Nyas, by making it Nyas, you make it a special Anushthan, because then we are having special, purity, special circle of piousness around us. So that is why this Nyas, it has to be done. When it is done, we cannot, get up in between. Specifically, if you are chanting 18 chapters in one go, then only you have to do this Nyas. So, Sampurna Parayan, when we are doing, then only we will do Nyas. But if we are doing only 1 or 2 chapters reading, then this Nyas process is usually not done.
I see.
Sona Didi, I
Okay.
think
Thank you so
finished.
much.
Okay.
I think she has another question, but yeah. Yes, Sona Didi, she raised her hand again. You are not audible. हाँ. बोलिए.
One second.
Okay. In that meantime, we will take BVK Prasad Bhaiya. Pranam Bhaiya. Jai Shri Krishna. Please unmute Bhaiya.
Namaste, Didi.
Namaste. Krishna, बोलिए.
Didi, in the Karanyasa and Anganyasa, I came to know somewhere in Banda that pose is there, but in Gita Pariwar, it is not recommended. Could you tell me the meaning of that Banda? Is it necessary or not necessary in Gita Pariwar?
What is not necessary? I didn't get your question.
And after reading at the end of Karanyasa or Anganyasa, that locking of that mantra, somebody I came to know. But in next day our class L4, the Didi told me not necessary in Gita Parivar. That is why I'm asking for the
It
doubt.
is not about not necessary in Gita Parivar. There is no, Nyas is not different in Gita Parivar and other places. There are some procedures which some people, take from other Nyas and incorporate it in this. The Nyas that we have learned here from our seniors, it is not like a Gita Parivar ka Nyas hai, another. Nyas is Nyas. Now, the Nyas in Bhagavad Gita is very simple. In that, we are just following that locking thing, whatever is saying, it is not there in the shlokas also. Karatala kara prishtabhyam namaha bolne ke baad, it is done. Karatala kara prishtabhyam, that much karanyas is mentioned in the Gita Nyas. That much Nyas we are doing. Just sticking to the mantras is what we are doing at Geeta Parivar.
That
Okay,
this is
if some
not required. This is not.
not required in general, only it must be like that, I believe, because in we are following the mantras. You see, logically, if you look at it, we are just following the mantras. We are not adding any movement from our side, not adding or doing anything. What these
Okay.
new maneuvers you are being told, they are some, maybe in some other Nyas it is used and people are used to that Nyas, so they are using it here. That could have
Okay.
been the place, that is why. But so far, wherever I have seen in Geeta Parivar and beyond that also, what I have seen so far is only this much.
Only mantra chanting. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, mantra ke saath jitna whatever maneuvers we have learned, that much we have to do. Okay,
Okay.
but the
Thank
other thing that you are telling about, I don't know about it. I have not seen it. And as per the mantras, whatever movements the mantras are telling, in that also I don't feel necessity of doing that.
you. Okay. Thank you.
Yes, Shri Krishna. Pranam Bhaiya. Yes, Sona Didi, you want to say something?
Didi, I got the answer. I wanted to know whether Nyas can be chanted if I'm going to chant 2 chapters every day.
Yeah, not required.
So you
Not
got I got the answer, Didi.
Yeah. If you are doing preparation for Geeta Vrati, now you all are L4 people, you should start practicing for exams and all. Then you have to chant every day 1 or 2 chapters. No need to do the Nyas every day. For
Srinivas, please
Yes.
unmute yourself.
Yeah, Srinivas ji has to start his video.
Gopal Krishna Bhaiya.
Gopal
Gopal
Krishna
Krishna.
Bhaiya. Ji,
Gopal Krishna Bhaiya.
ji, Jai Shri Krishna. Gopal Krishna Bhaiya, pranam.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Shri
Really very enlightening. So we heard about the Anganyas, Karanyas, but actual meaning we are able to understand today. So actually, I read this in Vishnu Sahasranama for other books, Anganyas and Karanyas. So I was not able to understand the importance of that. Now it is very enlightening us. So is it compulsory to read when you are reading Sahasranama and other things? Because I was told we have to follow some strict rules for doing Anganyasa and Karanyasa.
Yes, yes. That's what I'm saying. When we have to do the Hridayadanyas or Karanyas, in general, Nyas is not a process that has to be taken lightly. That is why on a daily basis it is not, and in Bhagavad Gita can be read without doing the Nyas. This is one of those rare scriptures which can be read without doing the Nyas. Okay, so it is not compulsory to do the Nyas every day, especially for Bhagavad Gita. But the other scriptures, like I said, Durga Saptashiti and there are other pujas also that we do. For them, when we are doing, we have to do very strictly. Even in Bhagavad Gita, if you are saying the Nyas and starting Bhagavad Gita chanting, you have to do it with strict, discipline and purity. Otherwise, Bhagavad Gita, even if somebody has expired in the family, then also Bhagavad Gita chanting can be done. This rule does not apply to other scriptures. It applies only to Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita अपने आप में एकदम शुद्ध है. She is the गंगा जल जैसे एकदम शुद्ध है. So that is why, and it is Bhagavad Vani. उसको कोई दोष नहीं लगता है. That is why Bhagavad Gita you can chant without all these restrictions. However, when you are chanting it with Nyas, then we have to be very careful. Then that time you are doing it as an anushtan, like a special puja. There, that flexibility of Bhagavad Gita will go. Then you have to be very careful. That is why everyday chanting not required as a part of your study. Just like when we are going in the mother's lap, we don't think whether we have brushed the teeth, taken a bath or not. Mummy, wo jaake how to they don't bother about how they are looking. We don't put special makeup to embrace our mother. Like just like that, with that emotion, we have to read every day. And that kind of Nyas is not required. But if you are reading it for a specific purpose, like an Anushtan, to Nyas ko, if you are saying Nyas, then you have to ensure the piousness of that Nyas. Uski महत्ता को जान के करना है. Okay, when you are doing it with Nyas. Otherwise, without that, not required. Every day, not required to do the Nyas. Okay, clear? Clear, Gopal Bhaiya?
Didi, can we get a PDF of this slokas?
We
Whatever you
already
told
have.
today.
आपके ग्रुप पे है L4 का आपका ग्रुप है. Are you It must have
I
already
am
come.
in L3 actually. I am in L3. It is at the end.
Then you complete your L4. When you come to L4, automatically you will get. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Didi. Thank you.
You are most welcome, Bhaiya. And complete your L4. Okay. It's good that you are listening
Okay.
to Vivek's. No problem with that. But do
Yeah.
make sure that you go through these shlokas in the class. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Didi. Thank you.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Srinivas Bhaiya's hand raise is still there. I think.
Jai Shri Krishna Akka. I'm audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Akka, Hridayanyas, in that, in the sixth shloka, Pepiya Manam Muda. Can you please explain what is this?
1 minute, let me just.
Fourth page, sixth.
Hridayanyas.
Page number 4, Akka.
I don't have it page number wise. Please read the shlok which you are referring to.
Sixth shlok.
Okay. Acha
Pepiya Manam Muda.
Okay. That one. Okay. It means this Loke
Can you please
Sajjana Shat
explain, elaborate?
Padayahara Pepiya Manam Muda. It means the Pepiya Manam is they are liking to they enjoying the nectar from that what do you say from the Kamal, that lotus, which is there. So
Pollen
Sajjana,
grains. Okay.
what it is saying that Sajjana Shat Padai means the honeybees, these honeybees, the bees who have 6 legs. So
Bees.
Shat Padai.
That I understood, Akka.
That you
Yes.
understood. So they will be
Okay.
enjoying the nectar.
Pepiya Manam means nectar. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. ठीक है दीदी. Thank you, Akka.
No, nobody else remaining. No? Okay. So let us now continue with the next part of the session.
Just to elaborate what last Bhaiya was telling, Muda means with enjoyment. And Pepiya Mana means drinking. I think Srinivas Bhaiya was asking that. So drinking, enjoying the nectar with enjoyment. That Muda means enjoyment. So I forgot to mention it to him if he's listening. Yeah.
So thank you so much, Didi, for that wonderful session on question and answers, which has benefited each one of us here. And it was a beautiful session indeed. Now, for the Thanksgiving Prarthana, we have Lakshmi Sunila ji from Hyderabad, a dedicated Grihini and a BCom graduate. She has been associated with Geeta Pariwar since March 2025 and is actively offering Seva as GC and TA. With devotion and commitment, she continues her spiritual journey. And let us conclude this session with her heartfelt prarthana.
All three on the screen from Hyderabad today.
क्या कौन है?
जय श्री कृष्णा दीदी. जय श्री कृष्णा.
Visalakshi ji, who is that?
No, yeah, I think let's do the prarthana, then Vishalakshi ji's question we can take.
Yes. So we'll proceed to the prarthana. Didi, please come forward for the prarthana.
Okay, Didi. Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri
Yogesham Sachidanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Dharma Samstapakam Veeram Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Shri Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum
Vasudevam Rajapriyam Dharma
Samstapakam Veeram Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Shri Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Jai Shri Krishna, Didi.
Thank you, Didi, for the prarthana. Now, before we conclude, I think we have Visalakshi ji with the question.
Vishalakshi ji, if it's possible for you to start video and you can switch it off once Didi spotlights you. Okay, should we take it without that? Okay. Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, Didi.
Can you be audible? Am I audible?
Yes, Didi.
Jai Shri Krishna. I am from California. I am attending your Geeta Pariwar. Now I am in L4. My question is, when you do Nyasa and 18 chapters at a stretch, Do I have to sit in a proper cleaned space, taking
Yes.
bath, shower, and everything? Because I mean, my question is, we are period. The girls and my daughter, they have a periods time and everything. They going across, and this. Is it okay?
Yeah, Didi. See, as long as we ourselves are the people
I mean,
which
do you
come to.
understand what I meant? Is
Yes, yes, I understood that. We have to
uh,
be in a very clean place, everything, jahan pe, all that ashouch
mm,
is not there. But
okay.
if somebody else in the house is having and they are very at a distance from us, then it is not a problem. It is
Okay,
okay if
that's
they
what,
are,
because
yes.
the girls are having menstrual periods, and
Yes. As long
we are
as the
not.
one who is
We,
chanting it is not having periods, then it should be okay.
no, I am
But
72 years old. My daughter
I
and
mean,
my granddaughter
telling
is there.
in general, I'm
Uh,
saying that if
uh,
it is so, but if they are in another room and doing so, how the
okay,
rules are in the house, and if they are there in their own stuff, we do our normal routine puja and
okay.
right?
So we have to take head shower every day. I mean, when you do, we have to take head shower.
No, no, not. See, we should be clean. Now there is no
That's
mention
it.
about
Okay,
है कि हाँ आपकी it says that we should take a proper bath. We should be sitting on an
okay,
asan pe,
okay,
properly clean environment, clean place, not on the
okay,
beds and
okay,
all. Okay, in a proper
okay,
place. We should sit like that.
okay, okay.
That we do.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Because our puja and all, we are so strict about it. No, you have to take a shower, you have
Yeah.
to do this. You cannot wear the same clothes. We have to do a separate cloth. You have to dry it in the previous night.
Right.
Not like that.
Not like that, but again this varies from family to family. There I would only
Okay.
say जैसे आपकी निष्ठा है, जैसे आपकी श्रद्धा है, but whatever you do for the puja, that shouts you have to follow for the nyas.
Follow. Okay.
हाँ,
Okay.
yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate.
Thank you. Jai Shri Krishna.
So before we conclude, I would like to express sincere thanks to our revered speaker, Shraddha Raodeo Didi, for the enlightening discourse and a beautiful question and answer session. The organizing team and technical support members for ensuring the smooth conduct of this online session. And a special thanks to our techno star Rashmi Agarwal Didi for conducting the session, and to Lakshmi Sunila Didi for the soulful prayers, and to Kola Venkat Lakshmi Didi for the graceful deep prajwalan. So, and all the participants here deserve a great pat on the backs for following the discourse so attentively, with such discipline and devotion, and asking so many good questions, which were not only useful for them, but also to all of us here. So, thank you, all of you. Once again, may the blessings of Bhagavan
You
Shri
also,
Krishna.
Didi. Thanks
Yeah,
to you also for conducting the session
thank you,
beautifully.
Didi. May the blessings of Bhagavan Shri Krishna remain with all of us and guide us on this path of dharma and devotion. Now let us get ready, all of us, to recite the Hanuman Chalisa together.
श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधारी बरनउ रघुबर बिमल जसु जो दायक फलचारी बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेस विकार जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन बरन विराज सुबेसा गानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा हाथ वज्र औ ध्वजा विराजय कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजय शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगबंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सिरहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर सहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हर्षि उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरत ही सम भाई सहस बदन तुम रोजस गावै अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावै सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनि सा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा जम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाते कभी को बिद कहि सके कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीना तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना जुग सहस्र योजन पर भानु लील्यो ताहि मधुर पल जानु प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाही दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुमरे तेते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होतन आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना आपन तेज समारो आपै तीनों लोक हाकते कापै भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवै महावीर जब नाम सुनावै नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावै मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावै सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा जिनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावै सोई अमित जीवन फल पावै चारों जुग प्रताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे अष्ट सिद्धि नो निधि के दाता असबर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावै जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावै अंत काल रघुवर पुर जाई जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई और देवता चित्तन धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई संकट कटै मिटै सब पीरा जो सुमिरै हनुमत बल बीरा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई जो यह पढ़ हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा की जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा पवन तनय संकट हरन मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुर भूप सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय।
मधुरं वदनं मधुरं नयनं मधुरं हसितं मधुरं हृदयं मधुरं गमनं मधुरं वचनं मधुरं चरितं मधुरं वसनं मधुरं वलितं मधुरं चलितं मधुरं भ्रमितं मधुरम् पाणिर्मधुरः पादौ मधुरौ नृत्यं मधुरं सख्यं मधुरम् मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम् मधुरं पीतं मधुरं भुक्तं मधुरं सुप्तं मधुरं रूपं मधुरं तिलकं मधुरम् मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम् तरणं मधुरं हरणं मधुरं स्मरणं मधुरं वमितं मधुरं शमितं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
कुञ्जा मधुरा माला मधुरा यमुना मधुरा वीथी मधुरा सलिलं मधुरं कमलं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
गोपी मधुरा लीला मधुरा युक्तं मधुरं मुक्तं मधुरं कृष्णं तरणं मधुरं हरणं मधुरं स्मरणं मधुरं वमितं मधुरं शमितं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
कुञ्जा मधुरा माला मधुरा यमुना मधुरा वीथी मधुरा सलिलं मधुरं कमलं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
गोपी मधुरा लीला मधुरा युक्तं मधुरं मुक्तं मधुरं कृष्णं मधुरं शिष्टं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
गोपा मधुरा गावो मधुरा यष्टिर्मधुरा सृष्टिर्मधुरा दलितं मधुरं फलितं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं श्रीकृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् ॐ श्री परमात्मने नमः श्रीमद्भगवद्गीता अथाष्टादशोऽध्यायः अर्जुन उवाच सन्न्यासस्य महाबाहो तत्त्वमिच्छामि वेदितुं त्यागस्य च ऋषिकेश पृथक् केशिनिषूदन श्रीभगवानुवाच काम्यानां कर्मणां न्यासं सन्न्यासं कवयो विदुः सर्वकर्मफलत्यागं प्राहुस्त्यागौ विचक्षणाः त्याज्यं दोषवदित्येके कर्म प्राहुर्मनीषिणः यज्ञदानतपः कर्म न त्याज्यमिति चापरे निश्चयं शृणु मे तत्र त्यागे भरतसत्तमा त्यागो हि पुरुषव्याघ्रत्रिविधः सम्प्रकीर्तितः यज्ञदानतपः कर्म न त्याज्यं कार्यमेव तत् यज्ञोदानन्तपश्चैव पावनानि मनीषिणाम् एतान्यपि तु कर्माणि सङ्गं त्यक्त्वा फलानि च कर्तव्यानीति मे पार्थ निश्चितं मतमुत्तमम् नियतस्य तु सन्न्यासः कर्मणो नोपपद्यते मोहात् तस्य परित्यागस्तामसः परिकीर्तितः दुःखमित्येव यत्कर्म कायक्लेश भयात् त्यजे स कृत्वा राजसं त्यागं नैव त्यागफलं लभेत् कार्यमित्येव यत्कर्म नियतं क्रियतेऽर्जुन सङ्गं त्यक्त्वा फलं चैव सत्यागः सात्विको मतः न द्वेष्ट्य कुशलं कर्म कुशले नानुषज्यते त्यागी सत्त्वसमाविष्टो मेधावी छिन्न संशयः न हि देहभृता शक्यन् त्यक्तुं कर्माण्यशेषतः यस्तु कर्मफलत्यागी सत्यागीत्यभिधीयते अनिष्टमिष्टं मिश्रं च त्रिविधं कर्मणः फलम् भवत्यत्यागिनां प्रेत्य न तु सन्न्यासिनां क्वचित् पञ्चैतानि महाबाहो कारणानि निबोध मे साङ्ख्ये कृतान्ते प्रोक्तानि सिद्धये सर्वकर्मणाम् अधिष्ठानं तथा कर्ता करणं च पृथग्विधं विविधाश्च पृथक् चेष्टा दैवं चैवात्र पञ्चमं शरीरवाङ्मनोभिर्यत् कर्म प्रारभते नरः न्यायं वा विपरीतं वा पञ्चैते तस्य हेतवः तत्रैवं सति कर्तारमात्मानं केवलं तु यः पश्यत्यकृतबुद्धित्वा न स पश्यति दुर्मतिः यस्य नाहङ्कृतो भावो बुद्धिर्यस्य न लिप्यते हत्वापि स इमान् लोकान् न हन्ति न निबध्यते ज्ञानं ज्ञेयं परिज्ञाता त्रिविधा कर्म चोदना करणं कर्म कर्तेति त्रिविधः कर्म संग्रहः ज्ञानं कर्म च कर्ता च त्रिधैव गुणभेदतः प्रोच्यते गुणसङ्ख्याने यथावत् शृणुतान्यपि सर्वभूतेषु येनैकं भावमव्ययमीक्षते अविभक्तं विभक्तेषु तज्ज्ञानं विद्धि सात्विकं पृथक्त्वेन तु यज्ज्ञानं नानाभावान् पृथग्विधान् वेत्ति सर्वेषु भूतेषु तज्ज्ञानं विद्धि राजसम् यत्तु कृत्स्नवदेकस्मिन् कार्ये सक्तमहैतुकम् अतत्त्वार्थवदल्पं च तत्तामसमुदाहृतं नियतं सङ्गरहितमरागद्वेषतः कृतम् अपलप्रेप्सुना कर्म यत्तत् सात्विकमुच्यते यत्तु कामेप्सुना कर्म साहङ्कारेण